So you're looking to get a bigger back, but you're at home, you don't have much equipment, maybe you have absolutely zero equipment at all. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you the best routine that you can do every single day for 5 minutes to get a bigger, stronger back at home. Let's get into it. So we're going to kick this off here with the no equipment portion. The only thing you need is your body weight and the floor, and I know that you've got that. We're going to start this off here with the very first exercise, and this is actually going to be an exercise that's going to strengthen essentially your entire back. So we're going to be hitting your lower back, your middle back, we're even going to be getting the lats, the upper back, we're hitting it all, and we're going to start off here with some pull-up Supermans. When you're performing this exercise, it's important to know, while you're bringing the back up, while you're contracting and flexing the muscles, it's important to actually do so as hard as possible and to also add in an isometric hold for about 1 second, which essentially means you're going to hold the peak position for as hard as you possibly can for a total of 1 second so you can maximize the effectiveness of the movement. Now, when you're bringing the legs up, you will notice a lot of tension in the lower back. If you feel like you actually don't have the strength to do it with the legs in addition to the upper back coming up and the pull-up motion, then you can actually do a modified version of the exercise with your legs on the ground, just coming up with that upper back and retracting those lats and the entire upper back as you bring those elbows towards your hips. Now, after you've gotten the more complex version of this exercise done, it's now time to move into just the simple Superman version of the exercise where you're going to be positioning yourself with your arms out in front of the head the same way that the man in blue and red does himself. You're going to be doing this exercise directly after the Superman pull-ups for about 10 to 15 repetitions. Maybe take about a 15 to 20 second rest in between each one of these exercises. Let's get into the last movement on the bodyweight portion of this routine. Alright, now the last exercise here is what is known as a Y, a T, and an L. Normally it's a rehabilitation exercise used for shoulder injuries, but in this instance we're going to be using it to strengthen that back. To kick this off, we're going to start with the Y position. What you're going to initiate with is bending down, keeping that lower back nice and straight. This is actually going to help to activate and strengthen your lower back. And once you're in this position, you're going to start to lift with those hands facing down, also known as a pronated grip, and retract your scapula and flex that upper back. And hold that position for 1 second. Again, we're adding in that isolation hold to make the exercise more challenging. After your 10 repetitions in the Y position, literally with your arms out in the Y position, we're now going to be moving on to the T position where your arms are going to be coming out at a 90-degree angle to the rest of your torso. Again, the same way that we did with the Y position, we're going to hold this for about 1 second. Remember to squeeze your scapula and activate the upper back. And to conclude the YTL, we're going to go through with the L, the same way that we did with the Superman position, arms raised out right in front of you. Again, focus on squeezing and activating that upper back. Let's get into the dumbbell portion of this routine. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to thank today's video sponsor, and that's going to be X3. This is not how you use it. You can take a look right here. X3 is one of the best home fitness solutions that you can get yourself if you have no equipment, you don't plan on building yourself a home gym, such as the Barbarian Body one right here, and you're looking for something that's just going to fit in the household. You can put it away, and in fact, you can actually get this thing across seas. That's right, you can get it on an airplane. So if you're looking for traveling workouts, the X3 bar is definitely your solution. Now, the reason that I personally love the X3 bar is because of the resistance bands and of course that bar, the phenomenal grip on that thing. That thing was engineered to perfection. With resistance bands, you're able to get a strength curve that you just simply can't get from any exercise, whether it's with cables, whether it's with barbells, whether it's with dumbbells. The reason being is because as soon as you pull that band out, the further you pull it away, the more difficult the exercise gets, meaning that resistance band workouts or exercises such as the one with the X3 bar are bar none compared to absolutely everything else. Again, if you're looking for one of the best home workout systems that you can actually take with you on a traveling vacation, and again, link will be in the description, be sure to use our code for $50 off. Let's get into the rest of the content. Now, to complete this routine, or if you want to just only go ahead and use the dumbbells, we're actually going to be getting into some dumbbell reverse flies. Now, this is one of my favorite dumbbell only back exercises that you can do simply because of how demanding the movement is and because we're going to be able to present a load that's not just going to be particularly targeted on the upper back, but again, because we're in that bent down position right there, our lower and middle back will be actually activated throughout the entire set. Now, 2 things to think of. Number 1, when you're bringing those dumbbells back, try and bring those elbows back as far as possible. This is what's gonna help you to actually maximize the contraction in the back. And thing number 2, you wanna always be thinking about retracting your scapula or your shoulder blades together so that you can again activate the most amount of muscle fiber in that upper back. And to finish the routine, we're gonna be getting into some dumbbell rows, but we're actually gonna be bringing those dumbbells more towards the hips so that we're able to activate a little bit more of the lats as opposed to just the upper back. Just as we've done with every other exercise in this routine, we're also gonna be adding in a 1-second isolation hold as you brought those dumbbells up towards the hips. Again, think about bringing those elbows back as far as you possibly can. And the movement pattern that we want is essentially an arc. We're gonna have the dumbbells hanging right down below. We're gonna start with the dumbbells just hanging, arms straight, and as we're bringing those dumbbells up towards the hips, that's when we're gonna be thinking about getting that arcing motion with the dumbbells. And for this whole routine, you wanna put it into a circuit. One exercise directly after another. I'd say give yourself about 15 to 20 seconds transitioning in between each movement, also so that you can catch your breath. Give yourself a little bit of a rest. Go through this one time and you will start to notice, if you do it every single day, that back will begin to strengthen significantly. You're gonna add mass there as well, and you're gonna do so from the comfort of your own home. So there you guys go. That concludes today's video. Now I wanna mention, if you haven't already, then be sure to check out Barbarian Body All Access. We've got dedicated applications on the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store, link down in the description. Try it free for 7 days. We got full workout programs. You can download them to your mobile device. It's really, really cool. You can learn more. Link in the description. Try it free for 7 days. If you guys enjoyed this video, then be sure to smash that like button down below and also be sure to subscribe. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. I'll see you in the next video.